Good afternoon, children.
Good
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Okay, first few minutes we will just clear the doubts. Okay, and then we will start with our regular class. Okay, I'll share the screen. Be ready with your pen and paper.
Ma'am, it's 1 hour period of 40 minutes.
Usually it is 1 hour now, na? So it will be 1 hour. Okay. This was the last question that we did yesterday, word problem. I'll first clear a doubt. So let me just open a blank slide. Okay. So I'll just display the doubt. This is your doubt question. I'm writing it. I want you all to first do it. If you're not able to do, then I will do. This had come to me. It is 8a cube minus b cube minus 4ax plus 2bx, and you need to factorize it. It is from the chapter number 4. So please do it. I just will give you 1 minute. Do it quickly so that we can move ahead. Quickly. Write the question. This is from exercise 4C. This is question number 23rd. You will only come to know if you have attempted the question.
This is from 4.
Yes? How are we going to do it?
Ma'am, difference of two cubes identity.
Yes, difference of two cubes identity will be applied, but do we straight away apply the identity, or we need to do something?
Ma'am, we will do first 8a cube minus 4ax minus b cube plus 2bx.
No, not really.
We'll first
Not
group the
really.
terms.
Priyadarshini, can you answer what should be my first step?
Ma'am, I've just joined, so I'm actually trying to do it.
No, you just see the question. I have written it on the board. Now, think and tell me what should I do? I mean, this is the first step I'm asking.
Ma'am, we'll first group the terms.
Okay, Preksha, can you answer? Why these children have got their videos off? Please switch on your video. All of you, switch on your video. Those who have got some issue, they've written a mail, only those children can switch it off. Rest of you, please switch it on.
Ma'am, can I?
Now, who's this?
Ma'am,
Yes, tell me.
ma'am, first we'll separate 8a cube minus b cube. We'll put a bracket around it.
Okay, I will do that. Like this.
Yes.
Then,
And then we'll factorize this minus 4ax plus.
and what about the next two terms?
We'll factorize them.
How?
Minus 2a. Ma'am, just a minute.
Minus 2x we will take common from both. So
And
left over will be 2a minus
minus
b.
b.
Now this one actually we should be actually doing it like this. If I will do it, I will do it in the first step only. I will just write 2a whole cube 8a cube is nothing but 2a whole cube, and then I will put the bracket. So now I'm going to apply the identity, which is x cube minus y cube is x minus y in the first bracket. Second bracket is x square plus xy plus y square. Here your x is actually 2a and y is b. And those who have not learned the identity will find it difficult because
Then we will take as a common, we will get 2a minus b.
yes,
Then
yes, correct, Toshit. So 4a square plus 2ab plus b square and minus 2x into 2a minus b. Now look here, this complete thing is first term and this is second term, and I can see that 2a minus b I can just squeeze out from both of them. Left over will be 4a square plus
plus 2ab plus b square minus 2a.
This is your final answer, right? Okay, now we are coming back to our word problems of simultaneous equations. So every day, 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on the number of doubts that I have received, I'm going to just clear your doubts so that they are not pending. And children, again, I'm telling you, please, please do your work. Then only you will come to know that you have doubts, and then only you will give me the doubts. So until and unless you start doing it, you will not come to know where is the problem. And then it will be very difficult at the end. And you know that I'm going to take a test which will have first 4 chapters. That is your compound interest, expansion, factorization, and your simultaneous linear equation. And you know, I've already sent you the complete chapter PDF. So you know how many questions are there and how many varieties are there. So don't take it lightly. Please start practicing, and I can see that many of you are not asking any doubts. And if I will start asking the formulas, many of you will not be able to answer. So in my next class, I'm going to ask you all the identities. You all have learned 14 to 15 identities. It should be on your fingertips now. Understood? So next class, any day, I will ask anybody to give me any of the identity formulae. Okay, let's come back to the word problem. Now today what I have planned is I'm going to pick up different kind of word problems, and I'm going to come to a stage where we will be together, we'll be forming the equation. After that, solving the equation will be done by you, because now you are aware of the 3 methods: substitution, elimination, and cross multiplication. And any of the 3 method you can apply, but I have told you that it's always better to apply which method? Aishwarya, which method I have told you?
Elimination.
Elimination. It is always better that in word problem you go with the simplest method, which is elimination. So I will now display the question, and one by one we are going to do all kinds of question which you will face in the exercise. Just give me a minute. Okay, here is your that question which we did that day. When a 2-digit number is divided by the sum, we were able to do this one. Now I'm going to display the 4th one. So please see on your screens. If 3 times the larger of the 2 numbers is divided by the smaller, then quotient is 4 and the remainder is 5. If 6 times the smaller number is divided by the larger number, then the quotient is 4 and remainder is 2. Find the number. Now, first thing, my question is, what are we going to assume as our x and y?
Ma'am, finding which number, ma'am?
Find both the numbers. Find
Okay,
both
ma'am.
the numbers. So what are we going to assume as our x and y? Who will answer?
Ma'am, the numbers.
Just let the numbers, that's it. Yes, Pranjal, can you tell me? What do I assume my x and y? They are talking about the larger and the smaller number. So don't we write it like this? Let the larger number. Otherwise, how are you going to differentiate between the two numbers if you don't specify? Let the larger number be x and smaller number is equal to y. Now, how I am going to form the equation? There are two conditions which are given to me. Condition number 1 is the statement 1 which they've given. 3 times the larger number of the two numbers is divided by the smaller number. The quotient is 4 and the remainder is 5. How are you going to decipher this, which I am underlining with red, and form an equation
Ma'am.
in x and y? Wait,
Ma'am.
Rohan. Wait, Rohan. Let somebody else answer. Yes, Girija. Utirna. Tell me, how are you going to decipher this? Abdut. I am telling you, the lines which I have underlined will give me my first equation. Okay, Rohan, you tell me. Yes, Rohan.
3x minus 5 in brackets divided by y is equal to 4.
1 minute. 3x minus 5.
5 in brackets and then divided by y.
Divided by y will give me 4, right? So how did we get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Children, I will just explain you how do I get this equation. All of you are aware of this division algorithm, which says, now I'm writing division algorithm or division relation, whatever you call it. It says that dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Have you heard about this? Have you heard? Yes, children.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay, so this is also called division algorithm or division relation. So dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Here my dividend is 3 times the larger number. So my larger number is this. When this dividend gets divided by the smaller number, so my smaller number is the divisor, then quotient is 4 and remainder is 5. So this is how, by applying division relation, you will get your first equation. And you can write it like this: 3x minus 4y is equal to 5. Simplified version. So you have to write this. How did you get it? Because here he is talking about both quotient and remainder. Normally they don't talk about remainder. Most of the time they talk about quotient. When they are talking about quotient and remainder, dividend and divisor, so only thing which will work is your division algorithm or division formula, which we learn in grade 5 or maybe grade 4. And similarly, by reading the next statement, which is I'm underlining with blue, you will get your second equation. Can you see that? 6 times the smaller number. So in the next case, your
Cube 6.
6 times the smaller number when divided by the larger number, sorry, 6 times the smaller number. So my smaller number is
6x minus
6 times
2.
the smaller number, so it is 6y. When
6y
divided
minus 4x is equal to 2.
Very good. So 6y minus 4x is equal to 2. Now children, what I want you all is that you copy these two equations. Have you all understood? You will solve it on your own and get the answer. Because now solving part of the equation should be done by you. Are you getting, Ojait, are you clear what I'm doing? Abhigyan, have you understood?
And we will multiply the first equation by 2.
That you will do. Now that call you have to take. I will give you in all the questions, I will lead you to the equations. After that, once you get clear equations, you need to solve it now. And all these questions are from your textbook. I will be sending the complete chapter, so you will see these questions. Please attempt them, and I'm going to send the answer key also so that you check your answers. Okay? These are unsolved questions of your exercise. Yeah?
Ma'am, you didn't send the chapter list, ma'am.
This chapter, present chapter, right? Current chapter?
No, ma'am, the chapter list, ma'am.
Chapter list. Which chapter list?
Of ma'am, of this year's textbook, ma'am.
Ma'am, content.
You want the chapter list? I will send it. I will send it. That means how many chapters are there? That is what you're asking?
Yes, ma'am. And what chapters are there?
Now, all chapters are there. There are total 21 chapters. So I'll send you the chapter list and I'll send you the complete this chapter also, current chapter, simultaneous equations. I was just waiting to finish it so that in one go I'll just post the chapters, and plus till now children are still doing factorization. So that is why I didn't send it, because let one chapter get over. Okay, let's do the next question. So have you all written the equation, children?
I also.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, I have another question, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, how is the maths internal assessment going to be conducted, ma'am?
That you will come to know, beta. That ma'am will have a meeting, I think, most probably, and you'll come to know.
Tomorrow, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So let's move on to the next part. This is your next question. Another kind. Till now we were dealing with numbers, numerator, denominator, 2-digit number. So bigger number, smaller number. Now this is a totally different question. If 11 pens and 19 pencils are together costing rupees 502, while 19 pens and 11 pencils together cost rupees 758, how much 3 pens and 6 pencils cost together? Again, my question is same. What are you going to assume your X and Y to be? Somebody, let me ask. Samiksha, what will be your X and Y? Yes, Samiksha. See, children, you have to be proactive. You have to be active listeners and not listen to the lecture without, taking part in the thing. Until and unless you try out, you give me wrong answer, but give me some answer. Otherwise, how are you going to start? If I will only keep telling you everything, how are you going to be independent? Now, if we are at the verge of finishing the chapter, Yes, Aditya, tell me.
Ma'am, let cost of one pen be X and cost of one pencil be Y.
Very good, excellent. Let cost of one pen is equal to rupees X. We are talking about money, so always you will write the rupee, and cost of one pencil is equal to rupees Y. Now, my first statement will give me my first equation. So I've underlined it. So cost of one pen is rupees X. So tell me, Yashraj, what is the cost of 11 pens?
Ma'am, 11x.
Very good, excellent. So 11 pens will cost me 11x. And what will be the cost of 19 pencils?
Ma'am, it will be 19y.
Very good. So 11x plus 19y is equal to 502. This is my equation 1. Now, second equation, was equation 1, so I've written condition 1 basically. Second will be condition 2, which tells me that if I buy 11 pencils and 19 pens, so now the thing will be opposite. 19 pens is 19x and 11 pencils is 11y. It will cost me 758. So I have got two equations. Now children, if you see over here, please see the number which is attached to x in the first equation is the number which is attached to y in the second equation. And similarly for the other number also. They are just interchanged, right? So if you have to solve this kind of equation, what do we do? I'll just tell you. Please, this is a unique equation where 11, 19 are initially with x and y and reverse is happening in the second part. So I'll just tell you how it is to be done. So just look over here. It was 11x just give me a minute. It was 11x plus 19y. Were you able to write the equation? Yes, children?
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me, what was the first equation?
11x plus 19y.
19y is equal to 502.
And 19x plus
19x plus
11x.
11y is equal to 750.
Thank you so much. Now what I will do is, I will first add both of them, both the equations. So what will I get? 9 plus 1 is 10. 30x plus 30y is equal to 6 and 1260, isn't it? So what I will do, I'll take 30 common from both. X plus y is equal to 1260. And I will transpose this 30 on the other side. So finally I'll get x plus y is equal to 1260.
1260 upon 30.
And this is
42.
32.
42.
That's wrong.
42, sorry.
42, right? So what I will do is, my simplest equation becomes x plus y is equal to 42. This is another equation, so give it a new name, 3.
3.
And what will I do? I will do now again 1 minus 2. So if I will do 1 minus 2, what will happen? Plus 19y is equal to 502 and 19x plus 11y is equal to 758. So I will just change all the signs of the second one, minus and minus. So what is plus 11 minus 19? It is minus 8x and this is plus 8y. Plus 19 minus 11, opposite thing. And let's subtract and find out what will happen here. It is, you will get a minus this thing, and 8 minus 2 is 6, and 5 minus 0 is 5, and 256. Again, you take -8 common from the left side and you will be left with this. Say, sign of y will change, isn't it? Because I am taking minus common. Y doesn't have any minus, so it will be impacted and you will get a minus sign with y is minus 256. So x minus y, again I will take this minus 256 upon -8. Minus minus cancels. 8 ones are 8 threes are
Minus 30.
32. So x minus y is equal to 32 is my equation.
Minus
4.
30.
Y minus 32, minus and minus will cancel.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, right? So now you have equation 3, which is very, very simple. Look over here, and equation 4. So you just add both the equations, 3 and 4, y will just vanish. You will get the value of x, and then put value of x in any of the simple equation 3 or 4.
Ma'am,
This we only do
Ma'am.
when situation like this happens, that the coefficients or the number part of x and y are actually getting reversed in the second equation. Then we do this method. Otherwise, normally whatever you do normal way, just go ahead with that. Yes, who was asking me?
Ma'am, can you show the previous one?
Previous one. Let children finish this.
Yes, ma'am.
Finish this off. Then I will go to the previous one.
Okay. Ma'am, only one line is left from that one.
Same question, right?
Yes, ma'am. Same
But previous
question.
one, I just wrote these equations, Yashraj. I just wrote these basic equations, and the first two statements were let cost of one pen be x and let cost of
Okay.
one pencil be y. That's it. There was nothing new. And because of the question
Yes,
was
ma'am.
also written there, so I didn't have space over there. Okay.
Ma'am, then I'll write that in the left
Yeah,
space.
you write it because nothing was there. Only x and y I had introduced in the previous page. So finally, children, after getting the value of x, you are actually getting value of one pen and value of one pencil. But in the question, what did they ask? They asked you value of
And we will multiply.
3 pens and 6 pencils. And together they wanted to know the value. So first you will find out the value of 3 pens. Then you will find out value of 6 pencils. Then add both the cost, and that will be your final answer. So don't just stop after calculating value of x and y, because x and y are values of one pencil and one pen. They want something else to calculate. Okay. Do I move forward, children?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
one second.
but over here, plus y and minus. And if they get minus, so they will get added, because plus minus is minus and minus minus is plus.
Which equation you are talking about? Toshit, where are you? Which part you're talking about?
Ma'am, this part only, ma'am. When we'll subtract the third equation and the fourth equation.
Third equation and
Fourth equation.
no, you will not subtract. That is what I'm saying. Third and fourth, if you see y is plus and y is minus, why will you subtract? Don't subtract, simply add them. When you will add, there won't be any change. Plus y and minus y will cancel. You will get 2x is equal to 74. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
We only subtract when the signs are same. But when here I am getting the variable y with different signs, I will not subtract. I will simply add, because they automatically they have got different signs.
And for the value of y, we can take the third and fourth equation, no?
Yes. You should be either third or fourth. And third is the simplest one. Don't put it in one and second, because the numbers are big. So it is always better that you take the simplest one and you put the value and get the value of the second variable. Okay, do I display the next question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This is your next question. Age related we are going to do, where Most of us get confused. We don't know how to form the equation. So here we are going to go little slow, step by step.
Yes,
I'm going
ma'am.
to ask you only, and you are going to just tell me, guide me, how do I frame the equation. So first, let me read the question. 1 year ago, a man was 4 times as old as his son. After 6 years, his age exceeds twice his son's age by 9 years. Find their present ages.
So let the
Okay.
ages
Now
be
my
x.
question
We'll
is,
take it
wait,
as x.
my question is from Manas. Yes, Manas, please switch on your audio and tell me what am I going to assume as my x and y.
X son's age will be X and man's age will be 4X.
Okay, Manas, I am not telling you to tell me the interpretation of the first statement. Please listen to the question. What am I going to assume as my x and y? Ojait,
Yes, ma'am.
what am I going to take as my x and y?
X will be 1 second.
Avdut,
And the X will
And X will be the man's age and Y will be the son's age.
okay, very good. So basically, children, I have to first introduce, please children understand that age related questions have got 3 time zones. And what are those 3 time zones? Those 3 time zones are past, present, and future. And most of the time, most of the questions we assume the present ages, because that is the question which they ask you. So we assume the present ages, and it is very, very and extremely important that you tell it in your opening statement.
Yashraj is chatting on the chat box.
Why, Yashraj?
Ma'am.
No, please do not do that. This is a difficult part which we are doing. Once you will miss out, you will not understand. Let the present age
Ma'am,
of sun.
ma'am, I was asking you a question, but it by that Google spell checker it came it
It's
like
okay.
that.
You can verbally ask.
ma'am.
No,
I
Yashraj.
was
You can
asking
verbally
you
ask.
that your voice was breaking.
Oh, Yashraj.
Okay, okay. Let the present age of sun be x years. Children, I am highlighting something which you need to just please see. This word is very important. Which time zone you are talking about when you are assuming your x and y? It's very important. I'm going to check this part also. What you have, you just tell me let the age of sun be x. I will not understand whether you have talked about his past age, present age, or future age. So let the present age of sun be x years, and let father's present age, I'm writing the short form, father's present age be y years, right? You will simply just not start forming the equation without introducing your variables. That's very important. When you are using your x and y, you have to tell me that what are your x and y. We simply don't start by framing the equation. Now I'm going to frame the equation. So let's see how do I interpret. Now I have assumed the son's and father's present age, but what is the statement telling me? It is telling me the information 1 year ago. Just see the first line, 1 year ago. So first thing, I'm going to find out what was their ages 1 year ago. So let's try to write ages 1 year ago. So 1 year, if today's son is X years, Ishwari, tell me what was his age 1 year ago?
X minus 1.
X minus 1, right? What was the father's age 1 year ago?
Y minus 1.
Y minus 1. So once you have found the ages 1 year ago, then you are going to look at the sentence and see what is he saying. So the sentence is telling me that 1 year ago, man was 4 times as old as his son. So this is man's age, this is son's age. So I'm going to just, please write all these things which I have written, because I need to create a space. So I'm going to just rub it. So my first equation tells me that father's age 1 year ago is equal to 4 times son's age. And this is not about the present age. This relation is when it was 1 year ago. So father was y minus 1 year ago, and son was x minus 1. After that, simplify this to get the equation. Please tell me what will be the simplified version.
Y minus 1 is equal to 4x minus 4.
Final equation, just one term of x and y and one constant number.
Y minus 4x.
Yes.
Y minus 4x
Is equal to
is
minus
equal to
minus
Is equal to 2 or is equal to minus 4 plus 1
minus 3.
Minus 3. This will be your simplified version of equation 1. Now I'll go to the second information and let me see what is happening. After 6 years, so now from past he has jumped to the future. He's telling me after 6 years. After 6 years, what is happening? So that I will bother later on. First I have to find out the ages after 6 years. So what I will do, so you have to go step by step. You cannot just skip any step. So you will write ages after 6 years. So son's age, what was son's age? What is son's present age? It was X. So after 6 years, he will be X plus 6.
X plus 6.
What is father's present age? It is Y. So after 6 years, it is going to be Y plus 6. So these are the future ages. Now what I will do is,
Y
now
plus
I'm
6
going to find out the relation after 6 years, what is happening. So you please do not be in hurry to just find out the equation. You have to first get their ages and then make the equation. So I've got the ages, their future ages. Now I'm going to frame the equation. So what is he saying? He's telling me that after 6 years, his age exceeds twice his son's age by 9 years. Now I want one of you to form the equation. Wait, I will just ask somebody. Yes,
Can I
Krishna.
try?
Krishna. Yes, Krishna. Krishna, are you there? Okay, Priyadarshini.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, tell me, how do I frame the second equation? After 6 years, his age, means father's age, exceeds twice his son's age by 9 years.
Ma'am, 1 minute. 2x 2x plus 9.
2x plus 9.
Ma'am, may I
Why
try?
2x plus
Ma'am, may
9?
I try? Ma'am, it
No,
will
no,
be
no.
one.
Toshit, wait. Let others also.
Ma'am, may I try?
Wait. Let her answer. 2x plus 9. Why 2x plus 9, Priyadarshini?
Ma'am, because his age exceeds twice of his son's age. So son's age is, if son's age is x, then
No, son's age is not x. Now the relation which we are talking about is not about the present age. It is after 6 years. After 6 years, what is the son's age? Whatever relation he is telling you, is he talking about the present age or he is talking about the future ages?
future age.
So what is son's future age?
Y plus 6.
X plus 6, right? So now
Yes.
try forming the equation. Okay, Guneet.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me.
Ma'am, the equation y plus 6
Y plus
and
6
minus 2 bracket x plus 6
x plus 6
is equal to 9.
very good, excellent. Children, he is talking about the future. So you first, after 6 years means future. So you first took out the ages of the future here. And then you tried to establish the relation between these two future ages by this part of the question. What is he saying? That after 6 years, father's age exceeds by twice son's age, and how much it is exceeding? By 9 years. So that is what you have written. Father's age was will be y plus 6, son's age will be x plus 6 after 6 years, and difference between the father's age and twice of the son's age is actually 9. And then you will simplify this equation. So tell me the
Ma'am, y minus 2x is equal to 27.
y minus
2x is equal to 27.
Okay, wait, I'll just write y minus 2x is equal to 27. Are you all getting the same answer?
No, ma'am, I'm getting y minus 12 is equal to 15.
Okay, so let me just calculate myself. I'll calculate and let's see which is the correct one. So y plus 6, and I will open this bracket. So minus 2x minus 12 is equal to 9. So which implies that y plus 6 and minus 12 will give me minus 6. Minus 2x is equal to 9. So y minus 2x is equal to 9 plus 6. So y minus 2x is equal to 15. Who got this?
Mommy.
Yes, this is the correct equation number 2. And after this, you will take equation 1, take equation 2 and solve it. Right? So I have taken you till the equation part. Solving now you will do. Right? So I'll move on to the next one. Yes, children? Why so many cameras or videos are off? I can see many children have switched off the video. Abhigyan White is off. Preksha, Kavya, Amay. Okay, do I move on to the next one, children?
Ma'am, 2 minutes.
Okay, okay. Kaustup, please resend me your doubts. Tomorrow I'm going to discuss those. Tomorrow, whenever it's
Okay,
next class,
ma'am.
I'm going to discuss.
Okay, ma'am.
And remaining children, I'm waiting for the doubts. One by one, I'm going to clear all the doubts. First 10 minutes of the lecture every day, I will dedicate to the doubts only. Because not, I mean, in one day it doesn't happen. There are so many doubts that in one day it will not be possible. So every day 10, 15 minutes, we will just give to the
Ma'am,
sharing thing. Yes?
ma'am, the videos that you were going to send.
Yes, that I will send. I have not been able to, I tried sending it, but somehow the, this was long. It's a 1 hour video, no? So I'm finding it difficult. I'll send it. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do I move on to the
Done.
next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is another age related. 5 years ago, A was thrice as old as B, and 10 years later, A shall be twice as old as B. What are the present ages of A and B? Okay, first point. Ayman, please tell me, what do I assume my X and Y to be? Ayman?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, tell me, what should I assume my X and Y to be?
Ma'am, A and B.
What A and B? Tell me the complete thing, no? Yes. Okay, always.
3x. B should be 3x.
Why 3x? Why straight away you start without even introducing the variable, you start solving the question? I'm not talking about solving. I'm just asking you that what should be my X and Y?
Ma'am, can I?
Always. No, wait. Always. First thing is introduction of your variable. That is the first thing.
Ma'am, A's age should be x.
Yes, only that much? Or there was something which I highlighted in my previous question?
Can I?
Yes, tell me.
The present ages of A and B.
Yes, very good. Please be attentive in the class. I highlighted that part that when you are introducing your variable X and Y in these questions where they are talking about ages, there are 3 time zones, past, present and future. You have to tell which age you are talking about or which age you are assuming. So let present age of A is equal to X years and present age of B is equal to Y years. This is your opening sentence. Please do
How
not.
can the age reduce? First it was thrice and then after 10 years it became twice.
So it can. Why it can't? It can. Okay. Now once I have assumed my X and Y, now I'm going to see what he's talking. Now he's talking 5 years ago. So I will only just pay attention to this 5 years ago. So ages 5 years ago. You will just stop over here and not try to relate this, because you all just try to put everything together, but we have to break the information in parts. So if he is talking 5 years ago, you please find out the ages 5 years ago. So ages 5 years ago were X minus 5 and Y minus 5. Please write it separately. Age of A will be X minus 5. Age of B was Y minus 5. Then you try to relate them. 5 years ago, A was thrice as old as B. So A's age is equal to 3 times B's age. So this is not the present thing he's talking about. He's talking about the past ages. So the past ages were x minus 5 is equal to 3, y minus 5. This is your equation number 1. Please write it and simplify. And I'm going to move on to the next equation. Now the present ages, again present ages are x and y. From present you will go to the past, future ages. In the next statement,
3 minus x is equal to minus 10.
10 years later. So future ages. Present is x, so future will be x plus 10. Present is y, so future will be y plus 10. So what is, first I found what will be their ages 10 years later.
Please can you share the answer? 3 minus x is equal to minus 10. And the
Yes.
Okay, so 10 years later, A shall be twice. So A's age will be equal to 2 times B's age. So A's age will be x plus 10 is equal to 2 into B's age is y plus 10. Simplify it and get equation number 2.
You have taken A's age x plus b.
X plus 10. Which part? This is A's age. Is x plus 10. Today, if A is x years.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That is b, so that's why.
B's age. B's age. This is A's age.
Ma'am, is it x minus 2y is equal to minus 10?
X minus 2y is equal to?
Minus 10.
Why minus 10?
No, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10.
No, ma'am.
I mean,
minus 10.
Plus 30.
Why? 20 is on the right side, 10 will go.
X minus 2y is equal to
X minus 2y is equal
10.
to minus
X minus
10.
2y is equal to 10.
10 is the final thing. So we will, okay, so you will solve it, children. Now I'm going to just stop over here, okay? And whatever I have explained today, is it clear, everything?
Yes, ma'am.
Tomorrow,
Yes,
four more
yes,
problems we will do, and we will try to wind up the chapter. Still few are left, so I'm going to just cover and finish the chapter. Please start preparing and keep asking your doubts.
okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, I do not understand how did plus 10 come in the x minus 2y question.
The second equation.
Yes, ma'am. X minus 2y is equal to plus 10. How did plus 10 come?
Because the right side was 20, and when left side 10 transposed to the right side, it was 20 minus 10.
Okay, understood, ma'am.
Understood? You tried
Yes,
to
yes.
simplify it.
Ma'am, I what I did was I transposed 20 to the other side.
No,
That's why I got
keep
minus 10.
number on the right side, no? So you keep the numbers on right side only.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So children, we are done with the class, and next class we are going to wind up. I'm waiting for the doubts. Please keep sending your doubts, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.